Hi everyone. I thought I would do a tutorial on threading different sewing machines. I have a Sears Kenmore. I have a Singer Touch and Sew, a 1949 Singer machine, and a Baby Lock sewing and embroidery machine. So I know that some of you are just now starting to learn how to sew, and sometimes you're getting confused on how to thread your machines or wind up a bobbin. So I thought I would just give you some examples of the machines that I have in order how to thread them. And you know, a lot of these machines these days, they're practically threaded the same way. But what I have here is, if you've seen my last video on ideas for setting up a sewing room or craft room or both, you would have seen all of my machines. So the one I'm getting ready to thread right now is my Sears Kenmore from 1960. I'm not sure what year it was made, but it was somewhere probably in the early 60s. And I'm probably going to end up making this in two parts. Alright, because I don't want to make these videos so long. And then I'm also, in my description line, I'm also going to tell you which machines I've done in the parts. Alright, this is my Sears Kenmore. And I'm using my laptop, not my tablet. So I'm going to bring my laptop around this way, and hopefully you can get a good view. Easily. And I've got it right on the edge here, so hopefully it won't fall. Alright, let me bring it down. Trying to get a good view for you. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the top part, and then I'm going to bring the laptop around so you can see where the bottom part of the machine is, where you thread the needle and all, and put the bobbin in. Alright. First thing you want to do is put your spool up there, as everybody probably already knows. Back here on this Sears Kenmore, you've got a little notch. On top of the notch, you have a little groove. So what you want to do is you want to bring the thread inside that groove so it can get inside this hole, because there's a hole right underneath the groove. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to bring it on top of the groove like this, and it's already in the hole. Okay, then you're going to go here. This has a groove on top also, and it has a little hole right there. Lay the thread on top of the groove and bring it through. It's in the hole. Alright, I'm going to bring this thread down a little bit. Okay, this right here is your tension dial. See if I can bring this around front a little bit better so you can see it. Alright, this is your tension dial. This is for keeping your thread at a good tension, so you don't get loose threads and you don't get tight threads. And you've got to get this just right. And of course, the numbers, this is supposed to have numbers on it, but of course, with the edge of the machine and all, the numbers are gone. But I can pretty much tell how to set the numbers on here without them. Okay, let me bring this back over here. I hope you can see. I hope the laptop doesn't fall. Okay, so right here you see some springs behind the tension. Those springs also help with the tension dial. So what you want to do is you want to bring your thread through the springs like that. Then bring it to this side over here. I'm going to show you all the different parts here. Okay, right here you've got a little lever, and it's also for part of the tension dial. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your thread over, you're going to bring it up in that little lever, you're going to bring the lever up, bring it back down, and then there's a little groove right here that the thread is going to end up in. Then this right here, let me see if I can get you a closer view. This right here is another lever that you need to bring your thread through next after you do the tension. So bring the thread through like this. Alright, it's in the hole. Next thing you want to do is bring it through this right here. That is for your presser foot to go up and down. And I'll explain what a presser foot is when I get to that point, so I don't have to keep bringing the laptop screen up and down. All right, I've got that part done. Then right here, you've got another little lever. So you want to bring the thread through that little lever. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about this lever here. There's another little notch right here. So you need to bring that through that little notch. And I've never done it through from this angle before. Let's see if I can get it down there. Okay, it's in. Then, like I said, there's another little notch here. You come from the back to the front. It's in. Next thing you want to do is you want to thread your needle. My thread's got a knot in. Let me cut it off. Okay. Get your thread in your mouth on the tip of your tongue and just wet it a little bit so it'll go through the needle easier. On this machine, you go from the back, front to the back. Alright, that was easy. Alright, let me bring you around this way. Bring the thread through. The machine is threaded. Easy as pie. Okay, of course you have to have a bobbin, or you can't sew. You've got to have both the bobbin and the spool of thread. This is your bobbin for your machine. Each machine uses different bobbins, and now these days most machines use just the same plastic bobbins. This machine is made out of metal. So everything in here, the parts and everything is metal. There is no plastic whatsoever in this machine. So that's why I use this type of bobbin. Alright, this is your bobbin case. That's what that looks like. When you want to bring your bobbin out of your bobbin section down there, which I'm going to see if I can't get my laptop to show you what I'm talking about, you raise this lever up right here to pull it out, and to also pull the bobbin. I mean, not to pull it out, but pull the bobbin out of the bobbin case. Alright, let me see if I can't get you a good view, because it's down there in the bottom. Let me see. Alright, I don't know if you can see or not, but right here is where I'm talking about, that you put the bobbin case with the bobbin in it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let me bring this back up so I can see what I'm doing. You got to have the bobbin thread going from the right. Can you see the thread? Alright, I think you can. But anyhow, you bring the bobbin thread has to be out to the right in order to do this. Alright, what you're going to do is, here's your case. Okay, you're going to put your bobbin in like this, and you have your thread out to the right. Up here on the top, you're going to see this with a screw on top of it. Alright, there you go. See the little screw there? Alright, that underneath there is where you're going to be bringing your bobbin thread through. I don't know if I can do it from this angle or not, but I'm going to try. Alright, so what you do is you bring it through there and then bring it down through here. Alright, right here is a little hole. When you start from the top here and bring the thread down, it's automatically going to go in that hole. Okay, now to put the bobbin in. Let me get you back down. See if I can get you where you can see a little bit. Okay, you put the bobbin case in up like this. This sticks up to the top. In here is a little groove where this goes in. So make sure that you have this. Can you see? Make sure that you have this part right here sticking straight up. Alright, then you just pop it in. Then you're going to hear a click when it pops in. When you hear a click when it pops in, well, okay, how come it's not popping in? Alright, there you go. Did you hear that pop? Okay, now I'm going to show you how to bring the bobbin thread through. Okay, I hope you can see that. Alright, what you do is you have your threads out like this. Have your threads going to the front. Then your hand wheel over here, let me see if I can pull this back up. You have a hand wheel over here. There's a knob inside the hand wheel. You have to loosen it. Okay, then what you do is you have your threads in your hand. You bring your needle down, all the way down. Then you're going to bring it back up. Okay, and then you kind of guide your top thread up here, and your bobbin thread's going to come through, and you just pull it through like that. That's how you thread this machine. Easy as pie. Alright, on this machine I'm also going to show you how to make a bobbin. So I'm going to have to bring you back over on this other side because that's where the bobbin goes to make it. Alright, that's a good view for you. Alright, I'm going to pull this thread all the way through because you're not supposed to have it in the needle, of course, when you're trying to make a bobbin. Let me wind some of this thread up. Okay, put your bobbin back where it was. Your spool of thread back where it was. Here's your bobbin. Empty bobbins. So you're going to put it up on here like that. Then you have to wrap it a few times. So I usually do like 4 or 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then what you do is there's a little lever right here. You push up against there. Okay, and I usually start my hand wheel a little bit just to get the bobbin started. Just to make sure it's going to work. Alright. Let me rewind the bobbin because for some reason it's not working. Alright, put the bobbin back on. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Push this up. Okay, now it's starting to thread. Okay, I'm going to get my my foot down here. I'm going to push on it and it's going to start winding. Go slow to start. Okay, and then when you have this thread all the way in, now you can pick up speed and make your bobbin. When it's done, that lever's going to pop off. And it's almost ready. Sometimes you have to hold your spool of thread down. Okay, it is not popping open, but it's supposed to. and a bunch of thread went down on the bottom here, and that is not supposed to happen. Like I said, I have not used this machine in a long time. I don't remember the last time I did use this machine. But anyhow, that is how you make a bobbin on a Singer, I mean not a Singer, a Sears Kenmore. Alright. Let me wind this thread back up on the spool. Then I'm going to get off this machine and I'm going to go to the 1949 Singer. Give me just a second to get this wounded up. Okay, I'm going to cut it off, and I've got my bobbin thread made for this one, so that's done. So I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, I'm going to put it down here where I've got my other bobbins. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to very easily swing you around so you don't get dizzy. Alright, let me put my plate back on. Just push it through like that. Pop it down. Use your on and off button right here. So you push it down and it's on. Okay. Alright, my next machine. Let me bring it over to it. I'm going to go slow so I don't make anyone all dizzy or whatever. Bring you up on the table so I can open up my machine. I'm going to show you how to open this machine too. This is the original cabinet, 1949 cabinet. And in my last video I didn't show you everything, but this opens up. I have a little compartment up here and I have some drawers right there. Then I have a drawer over here where I put some things. Alright, let me open this up for you. First what you do is you bring both of these leaves up. There's two leaves here. You bring both of these leaves up. That one out to the right. And this one to the left. Okay. There's a sewing machine in here. So you pull this up like this. And you get your cord, bring it through. Let me plug it in down here real quick. I have one of those serger outlets down here. Okay, it's on. Okay, now what you do is you just bring this up. Here's your machine. Now you bring this leaf down, set the machine on top of the leaf. There you go. There's the machine. I love this machine too. Alright, let me take this thread off the top here. I can show you how to put the thread on. Okay, let me bring you a little bit closer here. Alright, and there's a lever right here. Alright, you see this white lever? That's your on and off button. Okay. I know not many people have a machine like this, but I thought I would show you anyhow. Okay. This is where your thread is going on your spool. So you put it on top there like that. Then, okay, then you have a little notch right here. Alright, there's a little notch right here. There you go, right there. That's a little notch. What you want to do is you want to bring the thread through that notch. Okay, so there you go. Now, same thing on this machine. You've got a tension dial. And this machine, I've got my numbers. So you bring it through the springs just like you did on the other machine. There's the little lever. So bring the lever up, bring it back down. Then the next thing you want to do, I'm trying to keep my hand out of your way so you can see too. It's kind of hard to do sometimes. Okay. Let me see if I can bring you around so you can see this side. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to bring the thread through this thing. You see where it's got a hole. You bring the thread through. Alright, then right here is let me bring it down. Right here is another little notch. So you want to bring this front to back. It's in the hoop. Okay, then down here you have another little notch. Back to front, it's in the hoop. Then the next thing you want to do is, let me get my wheel up here. Next thing you want to do is there's a little lever right over here, right there. So you want to bring the thread back to front. I've never threaded this machine from this angle before. Alright, sorry if I'm getting my hand in your way. Oh, what was that? I don't know. Okay, anyhow, this machine is different. Let me get my chair real quick. Alright. I need my chair to thread the needle. Okay. This needle is different. You have to insert this needle, the flat side. Oh, I forgot to tell you on the other machine, the needles have flat sides and a round side. Let me take this out and I'll show you. This is the flat side. Then that's the round side. On that machine, this flat side right here goes toward the back, and this little gadget right here. But on this machine, you have to thread the needle from the right side to the left side. So you're going to have the flat side on the left side, and you're going to pop it up in there, just like that, and then tighten the screw. Alright, so let's get this thing threaded. Let your thread a little bit. Okay, it's hard to see. Let me get my magnifying glass. I like this magnifying glass. It has a little light on it. Okay, I've got the needle in wrong. Okay, left side, the flat side has to go to the left. Alright, tighten that up. Alright, let me put my thread again. Alright, now I have it right. Let me get my magnifying glass so I can see what I'm doing. Sorry about this. Alright, let me put this little lever down here. Maybe that'll help. If not, then I may have to raise the foot up a little bit. Alright, here's my light. Alright. Alright, there's the hole. And if this doesn't work, I have another idea. Boxes are falling down. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I might have to get my threader. Alright, let me get my threader. Let's see if I have one in here. I'm pretty sure I do. No, let me go to my drawer over here. Let me get one. I have rearranged a little bit, so I don't remember where I know where I put them now. Okay, this is a threader to get the thread through the machine. I don't know if it has a little hoop on it. There you go. All right. Get it through the hole. Just through the hole now. If I can just get it all the way through now. Any other time I'd be able to thread this needle. Okay, it's all the way through. What I did was I brought it through the hole of the needle in the direction that you need to do it, like this was right to left. And then you get your thread, you bring it through that hoop, right to left, and then you bring the threader back this way, and now it's threaded. I'll back you up a little bit because I'm going to show you the bobbin. This is your bobbin case in here. You don't need one of those cases to pop the bobbin in. You got a little groove, a little hole right there. This machine is a little more complicated when it comes to the bobbin. Just lay the bobbin inside of the machine. Oh, I also wanted to show you this bobbin because it's different from the last one. That's what this bobbin looks like. So each machine uses a different type of bobbin. Okay, put that in like that. There's a little groove back here that you want to get it through. Sometimes it's a little difficult to do. Alright, I got it through. Then what you want to do is same thing as before. Now this case you want to bring this bobbin thread out to your left and hold this thread to the front. Alright. Oops, what's wrong with the needle? Doesn't want to go through the hole. Alright, let me fix it. Okay, then bring the needle down through the hole, just like you did before, and then bring the thread up. I don't have my scissors with me, so I'll just use my threader. Then get the scissors or whatever you're using inside of the bobbin thread and just bring it through. Okay, this machine is threaded. Okay, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to do a part 2 on my other 2 machines. Alright, I'll see you back in a few minutes.